Hi, welcome back to YouTube. Today we are back on this lovely live stream to talk about Carnival Cruise Line news. Comment below if you are excited. Let's get our news stories up tonight. Can everyone hear me okay? First of all, second of all, we will get our news stories up. Carnival. Can everyone hear me fine? Then we can get started at the answer. Can everyone hear me okay? Any repetition that you can hear me, and then we can get started. Hello? Is anyone in the chat? Can everyone hear me okay? Can everyone hear me okay? Okay, so if you have never been on a Tyler Travel Tube live stream, the way we do things is we have 4 news story per stream. And today the news story is gonna be about Carnival. We do one news story and then do all the YouTube nonsense, like click that like button, subscribe, and see our stream. And then we do another news story and then we take a break. And then we do the next 2 news stories in that fashion, and then we get into the Q&A section. Just give me a minute and then we can get started our first news story today. uh, okay. Get out here. So the first news story is the fun is back. Carnival Cruise Line returns to New York City. The fun is back. Carnival Cruise Line returns to New York City. The Carnival Magic's arrival to the Manhattan Cruise Terminal today. Carnival Cruise Line marks its return to guest operations in the city in more than 2 years and celebrates its restart in all 14 of its U.S. home ports. Just give me another quick second and then I'll be back. To commemorate the special day, Carnival Magic team members welcomed guests on board a back-to-front event that included a ceremonial ribbon cutting and lots of fanfare. With our return to New York today, we now have restarted guest operations in all of 14 of our U.S. home ports, said Christine Duffy, president of Carnival Cruise Line. New York has been a wonderful partner for more than 2 decades, and we are delighted to provide versatile vacation options on the popular market again. Carnival Magic boasts the stunning new red, white, and blue hull design, running an entire length of the 1,004-foot-long ship. It's become a trademark feature of the Carnival fleet, paying homage to maritime tradition and patriotic colors. The ship introduced many of Carnival's signature elements now enjoyed across the fleet, including the Caribbean-themed Red Fog Pub, the Cucina del Cappuccino family-style Italian restaurant and sky course, a suspended ropes course with breathtaking views to the sea 150 feet below. Following an initial 4-day Bermuda cruise, Carnival Magic could depart from New York on 15 sailings in various itineraries this summer and fall, such as 6 8-day exotic Eastern Caribbean sailings, including 4 cruises to Amber Cove, Grand Turk, Half Moon Cay, as well as 2 cruises to Grand Turk, San Juan, and St. Thomas. 6 Bermuda sailings include 2 4-day cruises, 2 5-day cruises, 1 6-day cruise, and 1 7-day cruise. 1 night-day Carnival Journeys Eastern Caribbean cruise, visiting Grand Turk, San Juan, St. Martin, and St. Thomas, and 2 7-day Canada cruises. Carnival first began sailing from New York in 1998 and is often sailing to New York regularly with a variety of its ships. Carnival became the first major cruise line to return its full 23 fleets to guest operations on May 2nd, with Carnival Splendors sailing from Seattle, an impressive and successful restart of guest operations that set the pace for the rest of the U.S. cruise industry. Carnival restarted its operations in Australia when Carnival Splendor returns to Sydney in October, and Carnival Luminosa begins service in Brisbane in November. Carnival also welcomed its second Excel class ship to its fleet, Carnival Celebration, in November. For additional information on Carnival Cruise Line and to book a cruise vacation, call 1-800-CARNIVAL, visit www.carnival.com, or contact your travel advisor or online travel site. Is everyone excited about the Carnival returning to New York City? I'll post the link while you're answering me. Is anyone currently in the chat? Just give me a minute, but I see one person has jumped in the chats. Two people now. The last news story I read with no one in the chat was that Carnival is returning to New York City. Is everyone excited that Carnival is returning to New York City? Okay, then. So the next news. No, but before we start with the next news story, we have to say we have to say pop that like button, subscribe, and share out the magic so we can get more people on this thing. Just give me a minute and then we continue on to our next news story. Okay. So the next news story is Carnival Cruise Line makes minor change to protocols. But seriously, share out the stream, please. Thank you very much. Carnival Cruise Line is making it easier for vaccinated guests to set sail. Carnival Cruise Line has adjusted its health and safety protocols regarding unvaccinated passengers and documentation requirements they need prior to sailing. As of June 15th, 2022, passengers sailing to Caribbean who are seeking a medical exemption for the COVID-19 vaccination requirements do not need to present a doctor's note to certify their medical exemption. Documentation requirements easing. As different COVID-19 travel restrictions and guidelines continue to be slowly eased in different regions, Carnival Cruise Line is now permitting guests who are medically unable to be vaccinated to set sail without presenting a doctor's note and implication to stipulate to their medical exemption. In a letter sent to travel partners, the cruise line stated, as we continue to work with our destination partners, protocols continue to evolve, and we are pleased to share that your clients are no longer required to provide a doctor's note and implication on cruises going to the Caribbean. This is just a small step, but does help with pre-cruise planning for those guests who cannot medically be vaccinated, as they no longer need to be sure they have a proper form letter with pertinent information. The letter goes on to clarify all other requirements on vaccinated guests remain in place. This means that unvaccinated guests will still need to file for an exemption for their specific sailing, as well as complete the pre-cruise and embarkation day COVID-19 testing and the testing on board prior to debarkation. Vaccination exemptions are not guaranteed and may be approved starting 90 days prior to sailing in the order in which they are received. Because of capacity limits related to how many unvaccinated guests are permitted on individual sailings, not all exemptions will be approved. If a guest is not approved to an exemption, they have the option to reach a future sailing date obtain a full refund. They are responsible for any associated non-refundable costs such as airfare, pre- or post-cruise accommodations, privately arranged short tours, etc. What about other destinations? It is important to note that this change is only applicable to sailings in the Caribbean. It does not impact sailings in Europe, Alaska, or other destinations. Caribbean sailings, including popular ports such as the Bahamas, Grand Cayman, Jamaica, Grand Turk, and Cozumel, are very busy during the summer season, particularly in June and July, when schools are on vacation and more families are cruising. Protocols continue to evolve. Dropping a doctor's note requirement from vaccinated guests is a small step toward returning to pre-pandemic cruising protocols, but it is in line with other small changes occurring throughout the cruising world and travel industry in general. This week, Canada removed its vaccine mandate for air travel on both domestic and inbound international flights. And several days ago, the United States dropped its testing requirement for air travelers entering the country. While these changes do not directly impact cruises, it is now easier for travelers to reach cruise ports. Small changes are also coming with cruise travel. Celebrity Cruises has dropped its vaccination requirement for passengers under 18 years old on European sailings using family travel for Mediterranean and other European cruises this summer. Viking has ended its pre-cruise testing requirement if destination ports do not require the tests. While this only impacts a small number of cruises and 2 vessels at the moment, it does pave the way for future generations to be implemented. No, future changes to be implemented. What am I talking about? Princess Cruises is also poised to restart sailing in Australia for the first time in more than 2 years. Following P&O Australia's successful restart down under at the end of May, while COVID-19 protocols remain firmly in place to those voyages, reopening the region's eager travelers is another move to pre-pandemic cruise travel. All these encouraging steps, but travelers always remain vigilant and informed about changing protocols, which may be adopted at any time as situations change in different regions and ports of call. Discuss this topic at our cruise boards. You can follow us on Twitter and find exclusions to the upcoming cruise. Is everyone shocked at the Carnival changes? Because I definitely am. While you're answering it, I will post the link in the chat so you can read up on it yourself. So is everyone shocked about those Carnival Cruise Line changes? Just give me a minute. We will resume shortly. But is everyone shocked about all those Carnival Cruise Line changes? Just give me a minute, and then we can get started again. Okay, so in a minute we will be entering our break. So, but before we do, please don't forget to pop that like button, subscribe, and share out the magic. So now we will be entering our break. So go get a snack, drink, go to the bathroom, whatever you have to do. And then we will get started again shortly. Hello everyone. We will be resuming in just a few seconds. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so we are back for the second half of the stream. So, is no one in the chat? Like, is anyone in this chat right now? Oh, okay, someone's in the chat finally. So, to continue with the second half here, before we do our next news story, please subscribe, see out the stream so we could get more people in it, and pop that like button. Just give me a minute, just need to text someone and then I can continue. Okay, anyway, let's do our next news story today, which is Carnival BetMGM partnership to offer sports betting, iGaming on cruise ships. And just give me one more second. No, it should be back. Yeah. Carnival Corporation, which operates more than 50 cruise ships, under 3 brands, and the BetMGM, that's BetMGM Sports Between Division MGM Resorts International on Friday announced that sports betting and iGaming we hope you appreciate our content. Subscribe today to continue reading the story and all of it. Are you kidding? This is like a subscribe one. But I read you a paragraph of that news story, so is that okay? Okay, thank you, Bob. And I know you really are. Don't worry. We do that at the end, and we just have to do one more news story first. So, is everyone interested about the iGaming situation with Carnival Cruise Line? And I will post the link, I guess, even though it's like a stupid subscribe one. Okay, so now our last news story before we transition into Q&A. Just give me a minute. It's taking forever. uh, the next news story is you bet Carnival is adding sports books on cruise ships. The fast-growing legal sports betting industry is extending its reach to the middle of the ocean. BetMGM and Carnival Corporation announced a deal Friday to put sportsbooks on more than 50 U.S.-based ships. The arrangement will allow betting while the ships are at sea or while docked at a port in a state that allows sports betting. And passengers can bet using a mobile app or at physical kiosks on the ship. It encompasses the Carnival Cruise Line, Holland America Line, and Princess Cruises. Princess began offering sports betting last October. The sports betting operations are phased in over the next 3 months, BetMGM said. We've found an ideal partner in Carnival Cooperation and look forward to providing our sports betting and iGaming products of its millions of passengers. BetMGM CEO Adam Greenblatt said in a statement, "This is another great opportunity for us to further expand BetMGM's footprint. The ships already offer casino gambling with slots, table games, and poker. Friday's deal and sports betting and online casino gambling is a mix of complement the physical shipboard casinos." The two companies are collaborating marketing and promotions, and sports betting is growing rapidly in the U.S. In the 4 years since the U.S. Supreme Court decision clearing the way for the states to offer illegal sports betting, Americans had wagered over $125 billion as of mid-May. And isn't that interesting? Oh, you already answered me. Huh? So let me just post the link so you can read up on it yourself. So is everyone interested in that whole situation? Is anyone in the chat right now? I think you're still in the chat, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just talk quickly. Yep. Okay, so just give me a minute and then we can transition into Q&A. You can start asking questions down below if you want to. I'll answer that even though it doesn't relate to the stream. I would say Mickey and Minnie's Wonderland one. So any other questions before we end the stream? Probably the People Mover. Any other questions before we end the stream? I'm not answering that. So any other questions before we end the stream? Look at the text I just sent you and then you'll see. Any other real questions now before we end the stream? Okay, so then we can start ending up the stream because I don't think anybody else is really in the chat right now. So thank you for coming to yet another Tyler Travel Tube live stream. In just 15 minutes, I'm going to do a shout out here to Chase Lil Swag Miller. He's doing a live stream in just 15 minutes. So go check out his live stream in just 15 minutes. Anyway, thank you for joining me tonight. And bye for now. Oh, someone just joined. Do you have any other questions? Whoever just joined before we really end this live stream? Oh, another person just joined too. Does anybody have any other questions before we end? Okay, so we are bye for now because everybody left again. So bye for now. Thanks everybody.